Hello, welcome back everybody. Let's have a look at Matic then, because Matic's gone a bit mad these last 24 hours. At its peak, over 25% gain, which is, well, that's what Matic used to do. That's why we like Matic. But I've heard that a lot of this has been caused, or so I've been told, because of the Binance Matic alliance thing that they've signed up with. But for it to cause this is kind of strange, but never mind. Let's see if we can work out what's going to happen, where we're going to go. So here we are on the daily chart. This is Matic Tether, and we've got this big red cloud here, the Ichimoku cloud. But first of all, at the first attempt, we've been rejected from relatively hard rejection from that. Actually, from there to there, we have it's a almost 5% rejection, which is it's fine considering where we've come from here to here, all the way from top to bottom. 38%. So in all fairness, to be rejected at that level is perfectly fine, to be honest with you. What it needs to do now is come back with inside this Bollinger Band, have a little hang around in this area for a bit, for a second attempt to try and move it up again, and persevere through this area to break above this level here, which is going to be 1.5 cent. If we can break above 1.5 cent, then we've got our main areas here of super resistance, a really big fat area that we failed to break through significantly last time, even though on the first pass we did get all the way up to the 2 cent mark with some massive rejection from there. What we're looking to do now is edge our way up through this resistance into this resistance here, and rather than big spikes like this, we want to see almost the inverse of this pattern. We want to see attempts to get up and away into the area to the all-time major resistance of 2 cent. Once 2 cents taken out, then Matic should really be able to make some really big significant moves at that point. But it's getting up to that 2 cent which is always going to be the problem for Matic. Like I say, we've got significant areas of resistance. This cloud offers resistance, certainly. As you can see, we've been rejected on the first pass. This is one big bold move though, so it might take perhaps, if we carry on with this move, if this move is constructive, then it might take several days or even weeks to edge our way through and into these blue boxes. And we might be significantly, massively rejected from this box and come back down. The problem with Matic is that the coin is so hard to chart out when it's making these moves, because even though we know where resistances are and supports are, the indicators aren't really offering us a great deal of help, because it's not been around in the past. Matic has basically just only ever done this move. It's gone straight from bottom to top, and basically trickled all the way down this consolidation pattern. Had another big move here and then trickled down again. So perhaps we've just got to hope that this isn't another one of these moves, and that it could be a continuation move. But at the moment, because it's so young, it's very, very difficult to say. We could be looking at essentially another big spike like this, and then a tail off, big spike like this, and a tail off. We see it many, 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 many times with many, many alts, and we don't want to see that with Matic. We do need to really start to break above the 2 cent area for us to basically show this chart that there's something different going on than this. Not XRP, we'll go to Matic on the tether pairing, and again it looks pretty healthy, above the clouds on this one, which is fine, and it's probably going to remain above the clouds, I believe, provided Bitcoin stays static where it is, or perhaps maybe trickles down ever so slightly. I'm still relatively bearish on Bitcoin. I think we're going to at least come down into the 7,000s again, maybe mid 7,000s to perhaps low 7,000s, and we'll see how that impacts all the other coins. But they seem to be popping off one at a time now, here, there and everywhere, making nice little gains, and that's only going to impact the Bitcoin dominance chart overall. So once we see the dominance start to really retreat back down beneath something like 66, we could really be in for essentially like a bit of an alt season, which would probably at that point have decent continuation if the Bitcoin dominance remains beneath 66. But things can turn around in the blink of an eye, can't they, with the crypto market? So we just don't know. So what's going on here with Matic? So we had our first test into this blue box territory, where we have been rejected on the first attempts before. This is what happened, on the tether chart. So you can see Bitcoin was a lot stronger back here, So these moves are a lot bolder, even though they don't look like much. Bitcoin was a much stronger asset at this point. Bitcoin's come down significantly now, so the Satoshis are a little easier to gain. First attempt, strong rejection from the top of this area here, which is 172. That's the top of the blue box territory. 172 is where we need to break out from. So yeah, strong rejection from there so far. It was only its first attempt. This is a daily chart, I should say. Let's go down to a smaller time frame and go to a 4-hourly, and the 4-hourly is looking bullish still. Definitely looking bullish. We're within that territory. A nice moving average spread there, certainly, and Ichimoku cloud cross. The cross took place over here actually, so I'm not sure how much continuation we're likely to have. We really want to see continuation. I can't stress it enough, to be honest with you. All indicators look bullish, but they would do, wouldn't they, with a move so bold. So basically, we're just going to wait to see if we can break above this level of 172 Satoshis, and then once that's taken out, then we are basically looking to gain sort of new, more recent highs, and then it could start to become more constructive. We could probably see how that would cross over into this chart on the tether pairing, where we're going to start to see us enter this no man's land, into this blue box, and hopefully, like I say, in the coming weeks, make our way back up to here. But a move that's happened so quick could peter out, but you know, it's just a matter of waiting, I'm afraid. But bear these levels in mind. So first area to get excited at, 1.5 cent. Next area to be really excited over would be 1.8 cent. That would be a really good target to take out. And then the ultimate holy grail, 2 cent. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.